So I'm Chiara, I'm Mediterranean, I'm from Italy.
Chiara began her journey as a designer, finishing her bachelor's in fashion design at the Polytechnic University of Milan in 2012. Straight after graduating, she moved to London and went to the University of the Arts to educate herself further.
Started in Milan in 1996. I was a kid with the most iconic object every girl had, Barbie. I was using her as a mannequin and I would start stitching clothes on her, try to give her a different kind of aesthetic, and that's how I started.
The designer creates a collection of artefacts that arise from the study of the distortion of the senses. The project started from the observation of electrocution in the medical field, touching the aesthetics of the tools used to cure mental conditions. Her artifact pieces are entirely made by hand.
I started studying all the objects that the doctors were using to take care of the condition. And the objects were really in contrast to the darkness of the disease. So you had, I would like to describe them as sweet and kind of organic in a way, and also with some kind of geometrical structures. And they had such a strong aesthetic that I wanted to recreate them and adapt them under a more contemporary point of view. And that's where I got all my inspiration. It's an aesthetic project based on object mainly. I try to outsource them into different ways. I love natural materials, so for that, sometimes when I walk in the street, I just see a wood and I start taking photo of it and I start taking samples.
She graduated from London College of Fashion in 2014 with a Master's in Fashion Artifact. Since then, she has collaborated with upcoming designers. The collection of artifacts was even displayed at the 21st Century Hat Exhibition, which exhibited hats made by the artists from around the world who explore new technologies and materials.
I truly believe that collaboration with designers are a great way of exposure. I love doing collaboration because you can always learn from the other person, and it's all the time a challenge because you have to adapt your aesthetic and your signature to someone else's one. So it's really important to pick the right person, and I think the Ideas was one of them. Exhibition, it's a really good way of exposure, and also showrooms where you can also sell products. I think it's great. And at the minute I'm a designer on the online platform, Not Just a Label. That is a platform for emerging designers, and they usually organize exhibition and shows, and I will stick with them within the future.
For the second annual Miami Fashion Film competition, she was selected by Molly Rogers, the best costume designer for the movie Black and Wings.
Got approached from Josh Brandau, he's a filmmaker, really talented one, and he started telling me that he had fashion film that he wanted to make, and he explained me the concept, and the concept was quite dark, as is the concept of my collection, but on a really edgy point of view, and I loved straight away the cast and what he was speaking for it, so it was a really pleasant collaboration.
Chiara Pavance created a collection from the study of the distortion of the senses, using mainly handmade pearwood, ebony wood, silver-plated brass and leather. Hunger magazine and Faint magazine have shown interest in her creative artifacts and accessories.
I guess I can define myself as a designer with three words: silent, tactile and handmade. An artifact is something more precious. It's something that you should own and wear for that special occasion, because the amount of hours that is spent to actually create a product is incomparable compared to what other brands do. So it's really important that you keep and you all the time remind yourself how precious is this item.